Bad movie drinking game. 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 Bad movie drinking game.
Hidden beneath the world we know is the world they inhabit.
Dave?
Yeah, Mom?
What are you doing?
I'm taking over a TV network.
Well, finish up, honey, and get to sleep.
They're hackers.
Welcome to Bad Movie Drinking Game, the show where we watch a bad movie and build a drinking game for you so you can enjoy it to its fullest potential. I'm your host, Kurt, and with me are my friends Skaggs, Franklin,
Hello.
Corinne, and Chris. Hello. First-time guests and first married couple on the show. Congratulations, guys.
Best.
Congratulations on your legally binding arrangement.
Why, thank you.
I'm pretty sure it's legally binding.
Yeah. All right. Tonight we're going to be watching the 1995 sleeper hit, and by hit I mean not very much at all. Hackers, starring Johnny Lee Miller and Angelina Jolie, aka Ms. Johnny Lee Miller, for about like a second because of this movie. That happened. Look it up.
3 months. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit. They, according to Wikipedia, they still remain friends.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Wikipedia knows. Yeah. Hopefully she'll show up on Elementary someday.
Hackers is a movie about people who use computers to break into other computers in order to...
Free information.
Yeah, curiosity is their crime, according to the poster. This is a movie that does not know a thing about how computers work, how subcultures work, or how cameras and 4 frames per second work. Whatever. It doesn't. It's a bad movie. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a bad movie. Skaggs might disagree with me, though.
Yeah, I do.
And we'll start with you. What's your history with this film?
My history with this film was I didn't see it in theaters. I probably saw it on Fox, more than likely. And it's what I based my idea of hackers on for the rest of my life. It's all about the freedom of information, man. Before the act.
Hack the planet.
It hacked the planet. And, it's all about, that was my limited time with the idea that big companies are bad. They're holding on to information. Information should be free.
And then you became a libertarian and all those things died.
Yep.
Well, and it's nice that they accurately portray exactly how social hackers are and how they meet up in real life and are very well dressed.
That used to be true. I feel like there were clubs that I couldn't find because I was too young to be a part of that world. But I desperately sought them.
Corinne, what's your history with this film?
I saw it at my friends' houses because I wasn't allowed to watch it at my house, so it was scandalous.
Have you known this film longer than you've known Chris?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if you know, this film might be a danger. It might be a threat.
I don't want her to leave me for the film. I mean, I know that there's just been this thing between them that
they have a history that you can't possibly understand.
I know, and they're really good at keeping the information secret and away from me. I can't crack their copyrights. I know something's there.
And what's your history with the film?
Well, I first encountered the film on HBO. I didn't really take much of the film to heart. It kind of just... I think I glazed over and the movie passed through.
You let it go through you.
Yeah, I mean, I only remember like 3 or 4 scenes, and, one of them is one that gets repeated because it's that dream sequence.
I am watching you.
I don't think I ever thought this film was all that good. Like, I sort of liked some parts of it, but I never thought it was accurate or... I don't know. It's weird. It left a mark on me. It was a time and place. This is like a signifier for that. This is like Janis Joplin and a bottle of Jack Daniels. Come on! It's like the 60s to some people. For me, the 90s is being alone, not having a girlfriend, and watching this movie in a house that my parents owned or something. So that's pretty much it for me.
I don't know if I'm in the right place or the right place.
For better viewing pleasure, here are the rules for hackers.
Anytime anyone is riding or has rollerblades or skateboard, take a drink.
This movie features America's sweetheart, Matthew Lillard. If you haven't, make sure you check out Dead Man's Curve. But you'll drink anytime he has a joke.
Whoa, this isn't woodshop class? Look at that pooper, man. Spandex, it's a privilege, not a right.
Anytime someone has superfluous eyewear, such as a monocle on top of a pair of glasses, a pair of sunglasses at night, or some sort of strange video game headgear for no reason, take a drink.
Drink when ever they mention or you see a piece of antiquated technology, including payphones.
That's right, this is a payphone. Don't ask.
And floppy disks.
Talking to me?
Anytime there's a city landscape that transitions to an electronic overlay or a technology overlay, you take a drink.
Anytime you get sped up typing footage or bad typing sound effects, clicking of the keyboards and such, take a drink.
I hope you don't screw like you type.
And whenever someone says, hack the Gibson, you finish your drink. I'm not going to finish my drink. I'm not even started yet.
Not either. I mean, come on.
All right.
You guys.
Strap on your extra sunglasses in the dark and head down to New York's hottest club, Cyberdelia, where you can skateboard all you want and also have a backpack full of NSA security handbooks. Because we're about to watch Hackers.
Hack the planet!
Rollerblades! Come on out to Cyberdelia. We've got a flyer for no event.
It's like fucking Luigi.
Blow me. Thank you.
It's so strange.
It's going to be knocking later at midnight, just be like, hey, you know that thing about her?
You can't make fun of me if I make fun of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the male gaze.
Triple the speed of the Pentium.
Yeah. It has a PCI bus.
Who doesn't look extremely feminine in this movie?
Angelina Jolie.
No, come on. Cancel. Man, you gotta have good timing.
Seriously.
I'm a chandelier.
I'm desperate for attention.
Come on, if you make sure you're connected.
Hack the planet!
I am Captain Planet.
I know I just redlined you.
Hackers, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta straighten myself up. This is crazy. Where do we? I don't know where to start or where to begin, man. What the fuck happened with this? Like, they had real technical advisors. If we watch the credits, they had the real Emmanuel Goldstein. They had fiber optic. They had all the hackers of the 80s.
They even had dialect coaches.
They even had so that Sick Boy wouldn't sound like he was delivering his James Bond monologue from Trainspotting again. Everything was like, oh, I've got to focus on my nose. Yeah.
Right, Mom. And I'm still a virgin.
That's Dave Murphy right there.
Hey, you don't talk
Why
about...
do you keep slapping my wrist?
You don't talk about Sherlock that way.
The essence of Hackers, it's another Hollywood attempt to just try to define a subculture in a way that could make them
cool.
money.
Hollywood trying to be cool.
Skaggs,
I just want to talk about the goddamn turtlenecks.
She does.
there are a lot
issue.
But there's no full turtlenecks. They're all half turtlenecks.
No one could
out.
afford a full one. They cut them all in half.
They're droopy. They're sagging and bagging with their turtlenecks.
They're on main characters who are cool. They're on moms who are not cool. They're on extras. They're on Secret Service. They're on everyone. They don't make any sense.
They're like the saggy pants of the 90s.
Are they heroes in a half neck?
Hacker power.
That's a good. Yeah, hack the planet, man.
I love how they use that as like a sign off on their beeper. Anytime they beep one another, they're like, "Dude, check out that thing! Hack the planet!"
Hack the planet!
Do you know how long it takes to put that into a beeper?
Here, you don't have enough.
Like,
Yeah, thank you.
this.
Oh,
You don't get to touch me anymore.
Don't forget to end with star.
Did you have a beeper when you
I
were
didn't, but I paid attention the night of the Roxburys.
We need to tackle the FBI incompetence in the movie.
Okay, first of all, it's Secret Service.
I know, but
The not so Secret Service.
The bunk specifically says.
Didn't spend 10 years protecting the president so I could finish my career feeling like an idiot.
So it's the Secret Service.
Okay.
Mark Anthony was in the Secret Service. That other guy from 100 Cop Shows was in the Secret Service.
It's just so vague. I mean, it's, you know.
Yeah, are they counterfeiting money or I don't get it.
The Secret Service, what do?
They guard the president, they stop counterfeiters, and they fight computer crime.
And how do you know this?
Because I did really enjoy the movie To Live and Die in L.A., so I know a little bit about
Well,
that.
I mean, all I'm getting at is they're not really a secret service.
Yeah, they're not. They're supposed to be subtle, but they're not.
Well, they're
not supposed to be.
We name all our
They take
things
pictures.
Okay, well
With
then.
a giant camera.
Speaking of inept, come on. All right, you're looking for the disc. The first instance. They're looking for Joey. They realize he hacked into the Gibson, and then they go and arrest him. And they're looking for all of his information. They grab his computer and everything. But they are, being the Secret Service and all, they're unable to check the vent above his bed to see if there's anything there. And well. It's there. Right. And then they come up on the payphones when they're doing the rerouting so they don't have their actual location being trackable. Like, the cops are like, "Oh, out of order. They're not here. Let's bolt." And they don't even unplug the phones,
I know where you can stick it. I know where you can stick it.
Modes of transportation. Let's go with rollerblades, skateboards, and skateboarding through the office in slow motion. I know how it was shot. He was being pulled along to give this, it was 10 feet, but it took 20 seconds to roll 10 feet.
He only kicked once.
Yeah, he only kicked once, didn't Mongo, just kind of rolled through these giant...
Mongo?
That's a skate thing.
Okay.
That's me attempting to be cool.
Mongo's from Blazing Saddles.
Well, there is a Howard Johnson.
Mongo likes candy.
There's Howard Johnson in this movie.
Yeah.
And they couldn't even use... They had a limo in the movie, but he couldn't even ride in the limo to be cool. He had to sketch alongside the limo.
He had to sketch?
That's what it's
Is that a term?
Oh my God.
There's this... All right.
That's the term it's called when
A
you actually
stitch
grab
in
on.
time saves 5.
In a movie where you were going to try to make somebody look cool, they would have not included the shot where he clearly has to be like, "Oh, slow the car down! I have to get my skateboard and get back into
the special effects people failing on their duty to produce enough fake smoke.
That's true. Yeah,
that's true. They for some reason it became a wall that Dade
I can't
couldn't
go
pass.
past the smoke,
There's
dude.
smoke.
Oh.
I can clearly see that limo's turning the corner, but I just ran into a wall of smoke.
Damn.
Yeah. Dream sequence.
One of the weird elements of this movie is that
With no transition.
Yeah, for the first, it's not even the first act. For the first maybe 20 minutes of the movie, they have an element where now it would cut to old stock footage movies to represent the thoughts of the character, and it does this in the very beginning of the movie, and then it immediately abandons it as soon as the plot begins. It's done heavily in the first sequence, and then twice after that, just with the main character, and then it's just forgotten. It's something they decided they wanted to do, and they just completely... Did anybody else notice that?
It became obsolete.
They talk about it, but they bring it to the real world because they say, "Hey, I've been having these weird dreams." I was 2 characters for that, by the way. I just did 2 characters.
And we just can't forget Matthew Lillard and how he can't have a complete outfit.
No,
God.
It's just where the fuck did your sleeve go? I'm
That
sorry.
was in his contract to show as much skin as possible.
There had to be at least one nipple visible.
Yeah, he
in
did a
every
nipple,
outfit.
nipple rubbing scene.
He did. He whipped it out. He was.
He
Is it
got all
soft or
up
if
on
it's
that
not sexy?
nipple. All right. And then he doesn't wash his hands. He's going for some fries. He's just talking to everyone. Everyone else is like nipple fingers.
Does always brush his teeth.
Yep.
He's got the cleanest teeth of anyone in the movie.
Well, he's got to keep it with him. He's homeless.
It's the counterbalanced hygiene I can't understand. You know, because he obviously doesn't wash.
I would give this winning, not just nominated, for best surprise arrests. With all the surprise, the SWAT team's on the fire escape. We're gonna catch you in the shower. Although the shower curtain reveal, rifle in face.
Well, I would say this movie had the best insult turnaround because we have Zero Cool talking to Fisher Stevens, the Plague, and he just says, "Blow me," and Fisher Stevens like, "Thank you." And I've never seen an insult, or I suppose it's not really an insult if you think about it. Fuck.
It's like he says, "I'm rubber, you're glue," and he's like, "Thank you. You called me
Rubber.
me glue."
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
He's got something. I mean, yeah. The best.
I've
never seen anything done like that before.
I would say, of all the possible things this movie could be awarded for, I would say this movie probably has the best modern usage of a Shakespeare character.
Who would that be?
Mark Antony. I mean, whoa.
Corinne, your Academy Award.
Unfortunately, my Academy Award would be for costume design and the pushers of mock turtlenecks unnecessarily.
Mock turtlenecks. Are they, what's constitutes a mock versus a...
Okay, technically there were both kinds of turtlenecks, but the mock kinds were the one that only come up like halfway and don't fold over.
Okay.
And then there are the ones that like totally fold over. They used both. It was awful.
It was true. Really, Steve Jobs is the last man who could wear a turtleneck. There should be no more.
Well, and old people that have like lots of skin down there, but
that's a good demographic.
I can see through time.
You're ready to hack the Gibson with all those glasses on, sir.
Yeah, you saw that thing that what's his face?
Johnny Lee
Cool
Miller
head at the end. You know, the little eyewear thing.
Yeah, he
didn't do anything.
He can see the viruses flow or
like
something.
Extra code because you.
Do you see the numbers now?
You can see the. For Bad Movie Drinking Game, my name is Kurt.
Skaggs.
Franklin.
Corinne.
Chris. This was around the time where I thought Meteor Man was a really good movie, so I don't think I really have any grounds to say this is a good movie or not in that time. Still love Meteor Man.
Thank you.
We're gonna bring you back when we do Meteor Man. Because I want to do Meteor Man so hard.
I guess we all reveal our...
So hard.
It's the cape.
It's so hard.